Oh, hello. I am here in Pleasantville, New York. It is snowy, gray, and I am actually loving it. It feels really, really good. It feels to be good to be home with my family. But I really wanted to make sure to come live today to talk about this question because I think it's so important. This week and next week are really good times to be super reflective and just make sure that, you get the clarity in your life to achieve the things that you desire. And so the question that we're talking about today is, am I building a business that supports my life or consumes it? So whether or not you are just launching a business or that you are thinking about, or you just started, or you have been in business for a very long time, I truly believe it's never too late. So I'm going to answer this question. I'm Prosperous Jen, and after 30 years of being in real estate, I launched a coaching business and went to six figures in 6 months. And I want to, if you are ready to do that, but not only that did I go to six figures in 6 months, but I did it in a way building a business that supports the life of my dreams. So yes, drop ready in the comments, or just message me, no strings attached. I will send you that blueprint. And yes, six figures in 6 months. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen for you. I was super motivated, super focused, and I don't recommend doing it the way that I did it. You can actually phase into it, phase out of your whatever's bringing you income in the moment, or there's a blueprint for everybody, but it really all boils down to, in order for you to be able to build a business that supports the life that you desire, it all starts with that clarity. Most people decide what kind of business they're going to build before they decide who they want to be, what they want their life to look like in all the different ways, every area of your life. And that's building backwards. So now you're compromising and sacrificing areas of your life in order to keep going with that business. And I do believe at any step in the process, but obviously before you've launched, it's really important. And then even after you've launched, since I have launched my business it's like 3.5 years ago now. Is it 3.5 years ago? Yeah, I think so. I have had to restructure my business several times because I was going in directions that were not supporting the life of my dreams and what I desired. And even though I spend so much time with that clarity, what happens is a lot of noise comes in from the outside, things get crazy, and all of a sudden you're moving in a different direction that is not aligned with your deepest desires, and you're just going down that path. And so that is definitely not what we want to do. So we really want to get that clarity. What does that life look like? Who surrounds me? What are my finances like? How do I spend my day? How do I spend my energy? Every detail of what you want that life to look like. And this is an important thing for people to know. Also, like, I think we think building a business that supports the life of our dreams, we think that we're going to build a business doing something we love. And yes, that is possible. And that would be amazing if that happens for you. But you can also build a business that you like and enjoy, that will give you the three freedoms: the freedom of time, the freedom of energy, and the freedom of money, so that you have enough time, you have enough money, and you have enough energy to be spending as much time as you want in your life doing the things that light you up, doing the things that bring you joy. So you can actually design your a business. It doesn't need to be like, I love making candles and now you're a candle maker. No, 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 no. You can build a business that gives you enough freedom of time, freedom of money, and freedom of energy, so you get to pursue those interests. Unless you do want to figure out how to build a business around making candles, I mean, that's fine too. I just want to make sure we understand that part. And so when you get into the clarity of everything that you desire, then you're going to build that blueprint. I have the blueprint that I'm happy to drop and give you guys on how I did it, which is very much, based on doing a lot of deep work. You could drop that comment again, Jose, but it's based on doing a lot of deep work and really having that clarity around what you want in your life. Thank you. And starting with that clarity, building the blueprint of knowing exactly what the next right thing is and putting it in place. So taking everything that you want, breaking it down, and this gives you that certainty that you are so clear. And this, you can take it down now. So this in my life was so important when things got tough or things were difficult or I felt like I wasn't getting clients fast enough or this was happening, whatever it was, when I had that clarity of, oh, yes, I get to do this so that I can have that. Instead of like, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that. And so, no, it doesn't always feel that way, but that's the goal. And being able to build your business in that way that feels really, really good is so important. And when you begin with that certainty and then you build that blueprint, you get into confidence. And once you have confidence with consistency, so you know exactly what to do, and now you're showing up and doing it on a regular basis, basically no matter what, because you're so clear on what you want that you have a whole new level of energy to work towards that, and you end up with all of this consistency, and that's where you get into certainty. And certainty is the most beautiful place to be. And this is where I want everybody to be, whether you're launching your business or relaunching your business or just refiguring things out in your life. When you get into certainty, this is where your intuition is like super, super high. You just know exactly what the next right thing to do is. This is coming a lot in handy for me right now in my personal life. I have some things going on, some tough decisions to make, and I get the opportunity to show up, you know, for my mom and some loved ones in a really deep way, and it's super important. But if I didn't have that clarity and that certain that confidence about, you know, even taking time to do certain things, or it's kind of hard to explain, but having that clarity in front of me helps me make the kind of decisions that I feel certain this is the right thing. It feels choiceless. Like I don't even need to deliberate. I just know exactly where I'm supposed to be, exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, how I'm supposed to be showing up, what type of energy I need to bring. And it's just amazing. And then you get into this place of flow and things feel easy. And it's beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And so that is exactly what I hope for everybody. So this season is really for closing that gap between who you are and who you're becoming, right? What is this future self? Is the business that you are building now or that you have built, is it supporting your life or is it compromising it? And where and how? And one of the most important things too to realize is that we also need to understand that we are supposed to have it all. We're entitled to that. It's like our birthright. We can have it all. And until we get that through in our head, it's going to be really hard to have that clarity and that certainty and then slip into confidence. Very hard. So spend a lot of time just really understanding who you are and how you can shine your light as bright as possible and take up all the space and have this incredible business that supports this incredible life that you have designed. But we have to have that mindset and that knowledge that we are meant to have it all. Super, super, super important. So what decisions is your future self going to make for you today? How can you begin to embody that? And that's why that confidence leads to clarity, because once you start embodying that blueprint, stepping into that future version of yourself, the one who has already accomplished all those things that you desire, when you are embodying that energy, then it just flows to you in a much easier, simpler way, because you are vibrating at the same frequency. You are attracting that frequency. So it's very important. I know I keep saying that. So grateful for you guys to be here. I can't see, so I have no idea if there's any questions or if anybody said hello. So sorry, but I'm very, very grateful to be here. So how do you let go of the belief that your business needs you 24/7 to succeed? It's not that you have to let go of the belief. You need to build a business that doesn't need you 24/7, period. You need to build it out. You need to create that blueprint and understand, have that clarity of what kind of life you want to live. So if you don't want to live a business that's 24/7, then you're going to design a business that doesn't need you 24/7. And if you're already in that trap, there's definitely ways out and around it. It's learning how to delegate, learning how to create role descriptions and job descriptions, even for the roles that you fill, knowing that if I was like a whole team or a whole company, these are the different people that I would be hiring. But right now I am filling all those roles, and begin there by at least clarifying them and identifying and naming those roles and writing descriptions, and start to see where you can delegate first. There's a lot that you can do with AI delegation at this point. There's so many different ways, but the answer really is, Tracy, is you build the business that does not require you to be there 24/7. That's the key. Anything else? At what point should systems be non-negotiable, even if revenue is still inconsistent? Well, it's immediately. You want to immediately get structure to this business that you want to build. And that doesn't mean, this is why we create the big vision, the 10-year, the 3-year, the 5-year, the 1-year, and then we create 90-day chunks. And from those 90-day chunks, you are building out what should be done on a weekly basis to get you there, and whatever to-dos need to happen, but you're looking at that weekly. And so you obviously can make tweaks and make changes, and then just keep moving forward. But systems and processes should be non-negotiable from day one. Well, you guys, I want to get out of this parking lot. I want to get checked into where I will be for the next 10 days here in Westchester County. I'll be in Chappaqua. So hopefully I'll get to see a lot of my Westchester County friends. Happy Hanukkah to everybody that celebrates. I think tonight might be the last night, or maybe it was last night. But happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. You will be hearing from me. I have a lot of thoughts going on, a lot of exciting things, a lot of repurposing myself, restructuring my business so I can keep leveling up, and I can keep creating more freedom of time, more freedom of energy, and more freedom of money. That is my ultimate goal. Drop ready in the comments if you are ready to launch, and I will send you my 6-figure blueprint that got me there in 6 months. And I hope you guys have an amazing holiday. Mwah. Bye.